welcome to my channel where I talk about books and do some art and random vlogs and kind of some other random stuff. But anyway, today I'm going to be doing a book tag, as you can tell from the title. I was tagged from Katie at Ponytails and Paperbacks and Ponytails. I always confuse which way they go. I believe she did this with random numbers given to her by her audience, and I am just going to use a random number generator, so we will have to see how this goes. So it's essentially testing my knowledge and how well I know my own books. So question number 1 is, without looking at the description, tell us what the book is about. So I believe I should do a number generator for the shelf and a number generator for like the bookshelf, and then a number generator for the actual shelf, I think. You know what? I might have to go downstairs a whole bunch of times, so how do I do this? Do I really want to go up and down the stairs 28 times because there's 28 questions? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the number generator 28 times off camera, and I'll associate it with the question number, and I'll be right back. Oh man, am I ever glad I did that all ahead of time, because I would have been up and down the stairs so many times, it would have been quite annoying. So I just recorded all of the numbers I got for each question. I didn't look at the questions yet, and then I recorded what book was chosen from there. So with this and the questions, we'll be good to go. I did leave shelf 1 and 2 so that you and I can do it live, so that should be fun. Question 1 was, without looking at the description, tell us what the book is about. Question 1 was shelf 7, book 16, and that is Secret Keepers by Trenton Lee Stewart. I read this one a couple of years ago, and I listened to it on audiobook, and it was one of those audiobooks that I kind of like, if I was reading it with my eyes, I would have been a skim read, because it didn't entirely grasp my attention, so I kind of was phasing in and out throughout the story. So I don't actually really remember what this book is about, because it wasn't all that interesting enough to like stick with me. So I'm not sure what this book is about really, and therefore I'm failing this questionnaire. Question number 2 is, without looking it up, what is the genre of this book? And it is shelf 3, book 2, and that is Girl Wash Your Face, and the genre is Christian nonfiction, even though I don't know how much actual Christian content was in here. I read it a few years ago. Not really sure. It's more inspirational, like it could probably work in the secular market too. I think it does work in the secular market, so it's not overly in-depth in like biblical theology stuff. So that's kind of the genre. Question 3, without looking at the book, tell us what is on the cover. And that is My Side of the Mountain. Okay, so I guess the way I've pre-selected these is a little bit of a cheat, but I would have remembered this one. It's somebody's face and a hawk with a mountain in the background, I think. Close. Somebody with a bird, but trees in the background, not a mountain. So there you go. Question 4, without looking it up, what is the main character's name? Question 4 is, this doesn't really work, because it was shelf 3, book 4, which was Stuff Christians Like by Jonathan Acuff. It's not fiction, so there's no main character. So I guess since it's nonfiction written by the author, the main character is John? I don't know. Without looking, name a side character. Question number 5, which was shelf 10, oh boy, book 13. 3, a Ted Dekker. I should know this name. Kevin. Is it Kevin? I think Kevin. Yes! I was right! I was just about to say a different name, but Kevin it is. So, yay! Oh shoot, it says name a side character. That's the main character. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna know side character. Even like the supporting character, which is sort of like the main character also, like two main characters. I don't even think I would remember her name. Man, I was so happy that I finally got an answer, but I didn't. And I think the secondary character, well, there's one character named Damon and Jennifer. I guess I didn't get that point. Not that there's a point system, but you know. Question 6. Guess how many pages the book has without looking. 25 below or above counts as a win. Woo! I'm terrible at estimating number stuff. So, question 6 was shelf 5, book 34. Oh. Well, this I should be getting because it's a children's picture book. And if I'm within 25 pages, I'm pretty sure this book only has 25 pages. So, I mean, let's go with 20. Are kids' books even numbered? No, I have to count. 27 pages, so I guess I win, but that was kind of a cheap one. Question 7, without looking it up, what rating did you give this book? If you land on a book you haven't read, pick another number. Okay, so I guess maybe I should have told you guys I did not include the shelves that I have not read from because I don't know how I would tell you about them because I haven't read from them. And I guess I just went off the first question, look at the description. Without looking at the description, tell us what the book is about. I just went off that first question and I was like, well, I can't do that with books I have not read. So I'm going to omit all of my unread shelves. So I guess some of these questions would have worked with unread books, but I digress. That's what I did. So question 7 is shelf 11, book 1. And that is The Host by Stephanie Meyer or Mayer. What did I give this one? I feel like 3.5 or 3.75. Which one do I want to go with? 3.75? We'll go with 3.75. Let's see. Let's check Goodreads. I rated it 3.5. I should have stuck with my initial guess. So 3.5. The next question, without looking, where does this book take place? And that is shelf 3, book 3. These questions don't work for my shelves. Maybe I should have omitted some shelves, but I didn't know what kind of questions. Where's my book? I think I left it downstairs. But the book was Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul. So where does this book take place? All over the place, because those Chicken Soup books have so many little stories in there. So it would be from probably all over the world. For sure all over America, but probably all over the world. So yeah, not very good book so far. Question 9, without looking, what are the parents' names? Well, that's oddly specific. Question 9 is shelf 4, book 7, and that is Shades of Blue by Karen Kingsbury, and I have no idea what this book is about. I read it probably 15 years ago, and I don't remember what it's about. So I'm gonna have no clue what the parents are. I don't know. Sorry. Question 10. Without looking at the hardback, what color is the book under the dust jacket? Well, what if it's not a hardback? I don't like, some of these questions are too specific that don't really work. Yeah, see, this one doesn't. It was shelf 9, book 28. War of the Worlds. Not hardcover. Definitely paperback. So, I can't answer it. Question 11. Without looking, is there anything on the hardback, like an image or an imprint? Is this still part of... Is this a new question? I'm so confused. This questionnaire is a bit confusing. Well, 11, I went with, yeah, see, shelf 4, book 4, which is The Wedding Dress by Rachel Hawk or Hauk. This was a book gifted to me from my husband, either when we were dating or in our early marriage. Can't remember, it was a birthday present. But it is paperback, so not a hardback. Question 12, without taking the dust jacket off. What color is the font on the spine? Well, let's see. Ooh, question 12 was shelf 1. And this is my only shelf that got picked for, this is the only time shelf 1 got picked, which is so unfortunate because it's my favorite Christian books ever that I own. So yeah, question 1, book 35. Let's find out which book that is. Piper's Pursuit by Melanie Dickerson. Hardcover. Nice. Okay, so without taking the dust jacket off, what color is the font on the spine? I'm gonna go with gold. Maybe not gold. Maybe black? It would cost more money to get foil, I think, than just like a matte black. We're gonna go with black. So the color of the font on the spine. Oh, gold. Should have stuck with my first guess. Question 13. Without looking, do the chapters have titles or are they just numbered? 13 was Shelf 8, Book 19, Tuck by Stephen Lawhead. I'm gonna say, I know one of his other books has, wait, do I know that? I'm not actually sure. I'm gonna say they have, oh, just a number. I think they just have a number. Yeah. Chapter 5. Next question. Without looking at the book cover, does it have an award on it? So 14 was, okay. All I can see right now is the back. I did pick it up before, but I don't remember. So the question is, does it have an award on it? You guys can see I can't. There's no reverse screen for me. I can visualize the cover. I know what the cover looks like, but I don't know if there's an award on it. I don't think there would be for this book, so I'm gonna say no. No. Question 15. Without looking, does this book have any author blurbs on the front cover? And that is Shelf 7, Book 27. I know the answer to this because the book was Doodles and Me by Stephanie Evans. She is half of the Doodle Date team here on ArtTube. They have the best art channel ever. I love it. Anyway, this is one of her little graphic novels, and it's just self-pub, so I would say no. Nope. Question 16. Without looking, does the book have a description on the back? And the book is Shelf 3, Book 13, Before Amen. And I'm careful not to look at the back of this. It is Max Lucado, The Power of a Simple Prayer. Does it have a description on the back? I'm gonna say yes. Yes. Question 17. Without looking, does this book have an author photo? And the shelf was 4, the book was 8, and the book is African Skies. Does the book, so it could be inside as well, not just the outside, have an author photo? Karen Rispin? I'm gonna say yes. Okay, not on the back. Haha! Yes. Question 18. Without looking it up, is this author using a pen name? Ooh. How do you even know that? I don't know that. Like, it has to be a public thing, because if it's a secret pen name, no one's gonna know that. So, do people even do that? Write under secret pen names like they have on movies and stuff? Anyway, 18 is, okay, it's from my favorite shelf. It's Shelf 2, Book 48. Let's see what it is. The book is The Wild Robot by Peter Brown. I do believe that's his real name. But, I mean, how would you even know? I mean, it all looks like it's copyright by Peter Brown. I don't know. I'm gonna say I'm correct. Let me know if you know if this is a pen name. Question 19. Without peeking, what POV is this book written in? First or third? Ugh. So many books are written in first person, you guys. 19. Shelf 6, book 2, which was A Revealed Heart. And because I read this in my 20s and I don't like first person books and I only discovered audiobooks recently, I'm imagining I read this with my eyeballs, so I'm gonna say third person. Yep, third person. Yay! Next question, 20. Without looking, are there any pictures or graphics in the book? That is Shelf 8, Book 10, If I'm Found by Terry Blackstock. I'm gonna say no for this because it's just adult. Is it adult or YA? Christian suspense. Oh, no illustrations or anything. Next question. Without looking, does it have an epilogue? 21 is Shelf 2, Book 10. So, Fool's Errand by Robin Hobb. I haven't read these in a while and I read them with my earballs, so I didn't actually look at the pages when I read them. Does it have an epilogue? I feel like Robin Hobb in this series would not write an epilogue. I feel like that's not. I feel like that wouldn't suit the story to have an epilogue, especially since it's a series. Oh, there is an epilogue. Okay, I'm wrong. 22, without looking, does it have a prologue? 22 was Shelf 11, Book 9. That is My Grandmother Sends Her Regards and Apologizes by Frederick Bachman. I'm gonna say no because I don't see that this, well, it might actually. I think maybe yes. I'm gonna go with yes. No, just starts with chapter 1. Not doing very well at this tag at all. Question 23, without looking, is this book signed? No, because I don't have any books that are signed. Question 24, without looking, do the page numbers have a design above or below them or none at all? 24 is Shelf 6, Book 9, and that is The Vanishing at Loxby Manor by Abigail Wilson, and I'm gonna say there will be a little flourish. Nah, nope, there isn't, nothing. Question 25, without looking, do the chapter headers have a design on them? Isn't that what you just asked me? Oh, the page numbers. Oh, still no. Still no. Okay, so this one is the chapter headers. Shelf 4, Book 2, which was Sophie's Heart by Lori Wick, and I'm gonna go with yes. No, I was wrong again. Just 18, just the number. Well, in written form. Question 26, without looking, are the acknowledgements in the front or the back of the book? Oh, this one could have. This one, not every book has acknowledgements, but this one could. This was Shelf 3, Book 8. That's The Case for Faith by Lee Strobel, and I think the acknowledgements will be at the back. Yes, they are at the back. See? Yay! Next question. Without looking, what year was this book published? Oi. That was Shelf 7, Book 33, and it was the Dark Matter graphic novel. So what year was it published? I think originally maybe the 80s. This one I think is quite new, like this actual copy is quite new. So what is the question? Was the book published originally, I think in the 80s? Let's see. Oh, not even close. Guess it's not that old of a story. apparently 2012. So it's like not old at all, apparently. I don't know where I got the idea that it was older. Oh well. Wrong again. Last question, without looking. What year did you read this book? Ooh. And that was Shelf 6, Book 7, The Ringmaster's Wife by Christy Cambron. I wasn't recording on Goodreads when I read this, so I won't have any way of fact checking my answer. I read it before BookTube, probably, so I've been on BookTube for like 5 or 6 years, so maybe like when I was 29? We'll go with age 29. I don't know how many years ago that was. But again, no way of fact checking. We'll just have to go with it. That is it. I supremely failed with this book tag, but at least I got to show you some of my books. Unfortunately, I didn't get to like explore my favorite shelf very much, but you guys do get to see my favorite shelf in basically every video, so you get a little glimpse of it at least. But it is also kind of nice to talk about books that I don't talk about very often, or that you guys don't get to see on the channel very often. So yeah, I guess for that it was cool. But anyway, I don't know how to tag people because, like Katie said in her video, this is a very old tag. So I'm sure even if you have done it, it was probably a while ago. So you just do it again. I don't know who to tag. I can't remember who Katie tagged either. So let's go Amanda at Book Lover Amanda, Chrissy at Chrissy's Purple Library. I'd like to see her do this on her Purple Library, with her Purple Library, and Alicia. So you 3 ladies should definitely do this tag video. I'd love to see what kind of books you pull out from your shelves. And yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day. And now I have to go put all of this back. I messed up all my shelves downstairs, all for you guys. I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!